What is going on, my crypto fiends? Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing to the channel. I'm Ryan Rotolo, and today we are going to be diving into some technical analysis on Bitcoin and giving you guys a couple perspectives as to why it's very, very probable that Bitcoin is going to be making a large move within the next couple of days. All of this in today's video coming up. All right, so before we dive into the technical analysis, we do have to do our giveaway from the previous video that was posted on the channel. About 5 days ago, I posted a video where I told you guys to leave a comment down below in the comment section, and it could have been any informative comment. It could have been which cryptocurrency wallet you want. So one winner is going to be choosing between a SafePal, an EliPal, a hardware wallet, a Treasure Model T, and one of the Treasure first editions. I have a Treasure White and a Treasure Black as well. So you get to pick one of these awesome wallets, and we are going to be picking our winner right now. So I copied the URL from the video, and I'm on this website for a YouTube random comment picker, and we have 26 comments. So let's go ahead and get our winner for the first week of our giveaway. And this week's winner is Darina Borkosuk. I apologize if I butchered that. Loving that exclusive one, handsome, and can't wait for my MCO card to arrive. Got the idea from watching your video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and getting yourself a Visa MCO card at crypto.com. Very wise decision. And it looks like you want the exclusive EliPal. So it looks like, I'm assuming you're talking about this limited edition EliPal, the Crypto Fiend one, with the nice little logo on the back. So this is for you if that's the one you want. I will comment on your comment and get your shipping information, all of that good stuff. So we are going to be doing these giveaways every single week until I run out of stuff to give away. The winners will be announced every single Friday, although you will have many chances to enter into each week before the winner is announced. So every single video that is posted, leave a comment down below, and I will be picking one video from that week from a random generator, and on that one video is when I will be choosing all the comments to be picked, and whoever wins that week. I hope that makes sense. That'll just give everyone a better chance at winning the giveaway. Now, last week we only posted one video to the channel, but we do plan to post more videos from here on out every single week. So it won't just be one video, it will be multiple videos, and you'll have a better chance at winning. So congratulations, Darina, on winning your wallet. Let's dive into today's video. All right, so today we are going to be diving into a lot of technical analysis on Bitcoin, and I want to show you guys a handful of indicators that are proving to show that Bitcoin is in a very, very bullish state right now. And of course, that's what the majority of people want to hear. We want to hear that Bitcoin is going to be having impressive moves forward in the following weeks to come. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of noise going on here with the charts now, but bear with me. So to start things off, let me just list out all the indicators that we are going to be going over. We are going to be discussing the RSI, the moving averages, the Ichimoku Cloud, and the Guppy indicator as well. These are a handful of very popular indicators, and a handful of indicators that are used to look at the larger scheme of things, not just so much on the weekly perspective. So to start things off, we are going to be discussing the RSI. We'll keep it simple to start. Right down here with the RSI, let's go full screen. You guys can see I drew this line here. This is a support line. As you guys can see, it seems like the RSI has been really squeezing in this range for many weeks now, all the way since really the beginning of December, and it has tested the 70-point range for 1, 2, 3, and it's about to test it for the 4th time. This is a very good sign that the RSI is very close to breaking above the 70-point range. Now, why is that so important? Well, if we go back in time a little bit, to the previous times the RSI has broken above the 70-point range. As you guys can see, this was back in June of 2019 when we saw Bitcoin break very, very high to roughly around $14,000. We had another run up in May, another one in April. So you guys get the idea. Whenever the RSI breaks the 70, it has a very large parabolic move in the price movement. Now, this is also an indicator showing that Bitcoin is overbought at that given time. So that is something to factor in, that the RSI can't just go up forever. It does need to have a cool down. And usually when that happens, the price, of course, cools down as well. So just take that into consideration. But it is a very, very good sign that the RSI is squeezing at this range. Now, if we hit the 70 point and we break back down, we will probably sit around the 60 point range. And if we can work our way back up, we are getting to a very, very tight squeeze on this RSI where things will eventually break above the 70 point range. So moving on, I want to discuss the Ichimoku Cloud. The Ichimoku Cloud is not too popular of an indicator because it does not transition very often, although it is a very, very accurate indicator, and I highly recommend you guys continue to follow it. So just to give you guys some history on the Ichimoku Cloud, let's go ahead and get rid of the RSI, make a little more room. There we go. So as you guys can see with the Ichimoku Cloud, it's this cloud looking thing right here in the middle. You have the green and the red. So pretty much when the green line is above the red line, that is a bullish movement. When the red line is above the green line and it forms this red transparency, that is a bearish movement. So if we look back to the beginning of the bull run in the end of 2017, you can see that right around here, right here, the mid-August range, the Ichimoku Cloud switched to the green side. It had a little time in between where it was hesitant, but in the grand scheme, it switched to the green side and it kept this bullish movement for quite a while, all the way through the $20,000 all-time high. This is showing you guys that it is a really accurate indicator. The one thing you need to understand with the Ichimoku Cloud is that it is a relatively delayed indicator, in the sense that it's not going to tell you exactly when something is bearish or bullish, although it's going to tell you it a couple days, a couple weeks after a bullish move has occurred or a bearish move has occurred. So as you guys can see right here, the Ichimoku Cloud continued to be bullish all the way until Bitcoin had a pretty massive drop to around $9,000, and that is when it switched to the bearish side. So like I said, it is a great indicator to determine when a bullish bull rally is going to begin and continue, but when it is a little extended, that's one thing you want to factor in, is that it's not going to tell you exactly when a bull market is ending. It's going to tell you a little delayed after that bull market has begun to downtrend. So if we keep moving on and we go to more recent dates, as you guys can see, back when we had that very drastic dip in the cryptocurrency space and Bitcoin bottomed out around $3,200, right down here in the middle, the Ichimoku Cloud right here switched to the bullish side, which I find to be very fascinating, around $3,500 to $3,700. Right around that range, it switched to the bullish side, and it remained bullish for quite a while, all the way up to when we experienced our previous highs this past year in 2019 of around $14,000. It did switch back to a mid-range of around $10,000 after the cycle occurred. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, is after the cycle is completed and we start to downtrend again, that is when the indicator switches to the bearish side. So what does all this mean? Enough of me rambling. If we go to where we currently are at right now, this past 2 weeks, we can see that the Ichimoku Cloud for the entire month of December and January, it was in a bearish trend. And it's pretty obvious to see that cryptocurrencies have been doing very, very well for the past month or two. So again, you want to understand that this indicator is delayed, but when it does flip to that bullish side, it is very, very accurate. As you guys can see, on February 1st, the Ichimoku Cloud flipped over to the bullish indicator, and it has been remaining in this trend for quite a while at a very wide range as well. So it's not squeezing like you can see right here or right over here. It is at a very wide range, which is a positive sign. So things are looking very positive for cryptocurrencies right now. Now, keep in mind, if this does begin to tighten up like we see right here, it can flip to the negative side again, but that will not happen for at least a couple weeks or so, in my opinion. Now, moving away from the Ichimoku indicator, let's look at the moving averages. We have this yellow line and this blue line. The yellow line is the 200-day, and the blue line is the 50-day. So one indicator that a lot of people like to discuss is the death cross and the golden cross. The death cross is when the 50-day crosses over the 200-day, and the golden cross is when the 200-day crosses over the 50-day. So back in about the mid-November range, we had a death cross for the moving averages. This is a negative indicator, which you don't want to see. Following this death cross, we did see a relatively large dump, as you can see here, and that's when we began our steady uptrend again. If we zoom in here now, it looks like we will be experiencing a golden cross within the next couple of weeks or so, probably within the next week or two. A golden cross is a very, very bullish indicator, as these two moving averages will be pushing up on the price for Bitcoin. Factoring this in with the Ichimoku and the RSI, things are looking very, very promising for the price movement of Bitcoin. Now, the next level of resistance we have for Bitcoin is looking to be around $10,300, although the $10,000 range is going to be in my opinion, a large resistance level as well, to the simple factor that it is a psychological barrier, pretty much meaning that a lot of investors see that $10,000 price as a resistance level no matter what, even if the charts don't show it. So just take that into consideration. $10,000 is probably going to be a very hard level to pass, although we are only about $300 away, so things are looking promising. But again, that $10,300 level is really the large resistance level that we need to crush in order to move higher. The last indicator I want to show to you guys is going to be the guppy. Now let me get rid of the Ichimoku, and we will add the guppy. So the guppy is also another indicator somewhat similar to the Ichimoku, where it's not used quite often because it does not transition very often. I'm going to keep it simple for you guys. As you guys can see over the lifespan of the cryptocurrency space, this indicator does not transition often. All the way up through the bull run, it was green. All the way down through the entire bear market, it was red. Again, it is a little bit of a delayed indicator. As you can see, a little bit after the highs for Bitcoin, it switched to the red, where it does have this gray period where it switches from green to gray to red. And then the same thing happened right down here in the very, very depths of the bear market. It switched back over. So what is the point of all this? As you guys can see right over here, from January 10th to the 20th, we were in a gray period, and we just switched to a green period for the guppy. Very, very bullish sign, because as you can tell from all the other times the guppy was green, it was green for a very long period of time. For here, for example, the guppy was green from March all the way to August. So again, guys, take these indicators with a grain of salt. You never know what can happen, but considering they have been very, very accurate in the past, I wouldn't be surprised if things are looking to follow the same suit this time around. Again, the $10,000 range and the $10,300 level as well are going to be very strong levels of resistance. If we can crush those two barriers, I would not be surprised if we breeze through $11,000 and $12,000 and continue our way upward all the way to the halvening in May, or I believe it's in late April now of 2020, Bitcoin halvening number 3. So that is all I have for you guys. Leave a comment down below what you think about all these indicators, because to be honest with you guys, I could not be more excited. We have been waiting so long for this bullish sentiment to really transition into the space, and it is about time, and you all watching this have rightfully deserved this bull market. I hope you guys have really taken the time over the past couple months or even past 2-3 years to understand the market cycles, understand the cryptocurrency transitions, understand which projects are crushing it, which ones are not, all that sort of stuff, because you deserve this bull market. Now, if you did find this video informative, I would greatly appreciate it if you would join on in and hit that subscribe button. And again, don't forget to leave a comment down below, because next Friday we will be giving away another one of these hardware wallets, and I would love for it to be you. So leave a comment down below, and every future video for the next week, make sure you leave a comment as well, because that will increase your chances of winning one of these wallets. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next.